Hey folks, and welcome to Altima Popup. Now, once you go ahead and download the file, you'll get a file something that looks something like Popup Altima unzip this now.zip. Okay, you need to go and unzip this. Basically, double click on it if you're on Mac, and right click unzip if you are on Windows. Open it up, and you will find plugin inside folder. Open that up, and this is the plugin that you need to install on your WordPress. Okay. Now, if you don't know how to install a WordPress plugin, please Google it. You'll find lots of videos, but basically you need to head over to plugins, add new, and go ahead and upload that file that I just showed you. Now, if you cannot install the plugin from your dashboard because you have some sort of upload limit, then you'll need to go to FTP, or you need to install it through your cPanel and just upload the zip file to your plugins folder, and then go ahead and unzip it, and you would actually see it installed plugins and activated. Okay, that's pretty much it. Now, if you need help with installation, get in touch with us. We are more than happy to help you out. Now, once the plugin has been installed, you will see a new menu called Altima Popup on the left, just like this. First thing you want to do is click on Settings. Now, when you click on Settings, you'll head over to General Settings. Now, General Setting will allow you to enable or disable your plugin. Do you want to enable the plugin on mobile devices? Do you want to enable Google Analytics Tracker? Now, if you click on Yes, make sure you install a plugin called Google Universal Analytics. For that, add new plugin. Basically, this is a different free plugin for Google Analytics. Once you go ahead and install it, and when you go and click on Yes, and then it will start tracking your pop-ups on your Google Analytics as well. Let's go and install that up, and you should be good to go. Now, once you go ahead and do that, go ahead and you go ahead and enable it and click on Save Changes. Now, it says to use different cookies for each pop-up. Now, it really depends on you, to be honest. Now, when would you use a different cookie for each pop-up? Now, if you are interested in making sure that your visitors, your customers see the pop-up every single time, then it would actually be beneficial. Now, in my opinion, I would just leave it turned on to no. Okay. Now, once you do that, click on Save Changes. Now, welcome. Now, if you click on Welcome, this is going to be your welcome pop-up, meaning whenever people land on your site, okay, which pop-up do you want to show them? Now, we'll talk about creating pop-ups right here. If you want to disable it. Once you go ahead and pick your pop-up, make sure you click where you want to show it. Okay, if you select a pop-up and don't choose any of these, then it wouldn't show up anywhere. Does that make sense? So if I click like this, it'll show up on the home page. Cool. Now, exit pop-ups. But let's go back to welcome pop-ups. Now, if you want to disable it for logged in users, choose this. Exit pop-ups are when people are trying to exit your site. Okay, same thing. Pick a pop-up. Hey, before you exit, here's a free plugin. Here's a free ebook. You can go ahead and do that. Now, if you want to go ahead and first says that's that. Now, this says use pop-up for external links in. So if you want to go ahead and when people are trying to click a link or touch a link, if you want to show them a pop-up, this is the place to do so. Excluded URL, meaning that you want to exclude a URL. Click on here and put in the URL to your site. Again, disable for logged users. Now, very important. Okay, very important. Now, this is how the system will store your leads. You have a lot of options, to be honest. Okay, number one is send opt-ins to your email. That's option number one. And if you want to add multiple emails, just separate them with a comma. Now, if you do Aweber, select it, click here, put in the information. It's very simple, guys. Just pick one, whatever you have. Okay. Cool. Now, you also have access to something called Store in a CSV. I love this because I like to have direct access to my leads. I go and choose this up, and it will save everything for me, and I can filter everything from my CSV file. CSV file can be opened using Excel or OpenOffice. Another option is HTML form. Now, if your autoresponder is not listed here, you can actually go ahead and put in your HTML opt-in code and it will add it there for you. Cool. Once you do that, click on Save Changes. Now, advanced settings. To be really honest, I would leave these things alone. Okay, if you don't know what these are, please do not mess with them. I'll actually go over them on the webinar with you guys. I will not be talking about this. Leave this alone, because if you go ahead and disable one of these, and if you don't know what you're doing, you could really mess up the entire system. So don't do it. I will talk about that on the webinar. Logs, if you want to create, capture logs of what happens to the subscription events and so on. This is just for your own internal purpose. You can go and select yes, and you would have internal logs of all these things. Okay, that's once you go and do that, click on Save Changes. Now it's time to add new pop-up. Click on Add New Pop-up. Once you go and click on Add New Pop-up, you have two options. Option number 1 is selecting a pre-made theme. Give it a couple seconds. I'm actually let's see. Okay, my computer was not unplugged. Okay, so there we go. So let's go and take a look. Now, if you click on Ready Themes, you can actually go ahead and pick a theme that you like. It's like this. Okay, and change your width, change your color. Step 1, what do you want it to happen? Step 2, if you want to add more fields, click on Add New Field. Move it around. It's like this. Scroll down. Step 3. You might not have a step 3. If there is a place for images, you can upload an image right here, depending on the pop-up. And where do you want the pop-up to show up? Okay, on page load, after X seconds, when people scroll down, it depends. Okay, see how right here, after X seconds, so after 10 seconds, right? It depends. Now, exit settings. If you're going to use this pop-up for an exit, when do you want to show them? When people try to intent to leave, when people actually click on the X, it depends, right here. Or when people click on an external link, meaning a link that goes out of your domain, okay? Now, there is something called JavaScript alert box. So basically, you guys have seen this. When people try to close out, it gives them a little pop-up. Are you sure you want to leave? Okay, you can go ahead and put that on. And if you want to automatically close the pop-up in like 20 seconds, 50 seconds, you can go ahead and put that in. Now, right here, if you want to go ahead, you obviously want to go and show them the close link, meaning these. Now, if you want to force them to put in the information, then click no. Okay. Now, choose a X to close the pop-up if you want to. Now, cookies, how long do you want the cookies to last? Redirect, meaning if you click yes, you can actually go ahead and put in a link. So when people opt in or click a link or something after they opt in, what do you want to send them? So for example, you might be offering them a free ebook. So you might want to take them to their free download after they give you their email, right? Now, this is where you can put in a custom CSS if you know what you're doing, custom JavaScript. And right here it says, do you want these leads to be emailed to you? Yes, if you want to send it to your leads, to your email. So you'll add your pop-up. Okay, that's option 1. Option 2 is clicking on Theme Builder. So whatever you need, drag and drop it just like this. Okay, if you click on it, you can click on the edit button and change size, animation, and so on. Whatever you want to add, guys, you can go ahead and do that. Overlay image, let's say I want to add, let's see if I can find, I don't think I have any images right here, but you can go ahead and add an overlay image so there's a background image behind this pop-up. You can add a pop-up, you can add a button. So I might want to add a button, right? When I click on edit, It will give you all the information, guys. What do you want it to happen when people click on the link? Do you want it to open up a new URL? Do you want it to go to step 2? So if you want to go to step 2, you can send it to step 2. Now step 2 is when you click on step 2 right here. I'm going to go and click on done. So I click it, I click that, it's step done. I click step 2. Okay, now in this step, let's say I want to go ahead and ask people for information. You record URL. I can go and add some sort of phone number or email, right? If I want to. Of course, guys, you can customize it as you like. I'm not gonna deal with that right now. And you can even add an image. And these are pre-provided to you for free, these images. Make sure you use the overlay function if you want it to be a background. I'm just showing you guys a little example. Okay. And if you want to add more step, you may. Overlay image, overlay color. You can change all of this, just like this. Let's see what else we want to add. And let's see, link on overlay if you want to add a link. Your campaign dates, leave it alone if you don't have a specific dates. Same things we talked about previously on the pre-made ones. Once you're done, go ahead and publish it or click on preview and it will show you a quick preview right here. See, I was talking to you guys about this. See, did you see what happened? It went step 2, right? Okay. Now, how do you add these pop-ups? Obviously, your pop-ups are always going to be on this corner right here. Pop-up. You can always edit them out. Look at the stats, analytics. Open the preview. You can see conversion, impressions. What's the conversion rate? You can go and do A/B testing from here. Once you have multiple pop-ups, add a new testing. Which one do you want to do A/B testing with? Click on publish and it will basically rotate, meaning if I click these 3 pop-ups, it will rotate all of them and show you which one is performing better. And once you find out, I would end the split testing because you know which one works better. Okay, how do you add pop-ups to your pages or post? Pages, post, click on whatever page, products, whatever, right? Click on them, give it a name 2. Now you have 2 options. Option 1 is picking one from your global settings for welcome and exit, right? Or if you want to be specific, click here, click on this link right here. Choose your pop-up. I built some pop-ups a couple seconds ago. Make sure you choose auto open, okay? Click on insert and click on publish. And guess what? Let's see if it works. If it doesn't show you the pop-up, it does. If it doesn't show you the preview, clear your cookies, okay? So you guys get the idea what I'm talking about. See, it works. Simple as that, guys. And that's pretty much it. I think I covered everything, and I'll cover more on the webinar and also teach you guys how to build your list. So till then, take care of yourself and the person next to you. Have a wonderful day. Bye.